Welcome to the online lecture session on power plant engineering. The topic I shall discuss today is nuclear power plant. The unit cost per kilowatt hour of electricity generation in nuclear power plant is now comparable to or even lower than the unit cost in coal-fired power plant in most part of the world. In addition, the problem associated with the environmental pollution, mine safety, fuel transportation, and so on are much less severe in nuclear power station. Nuclear power utilization can help save a considerable amount of fossil fuels which can be used in other areas of utility. In recent years, a strong public opinion has grown against the use of nuclear energy for power generation due to the problems related to nuclear safety, radioactive waste disposal, and nuclear weapons proliferations. Despite these difficulties, the future of large capacity electricity generation includes nuclear energy as one of the main sources. In many countries like France, Japan, UK and Russia, the bulk of the electricity is produced in nuclear power plant. In India also, Nuclear Power Corporation has been forging ahead with installation of new plants all around the country. With the acute shortage of other sources of energy, namely fossil-based fuels and hydro source, the use of the nuclear energy has become an inevitable option for both developed and developing countries. The amount of heat generated by burning 1 kg of the nuclear fuels is equivalent to the energy generated by burning 3000 tons of coal or 1600 tons of oil. The most advantage of nuclear energy is that it has no combustion byproduct and under safe working condition contribute no pollutant to air. So some of the advantage of nuclear power plant, it requires less space requirement, it consumes very less quantity of fuels, fuel transportation cost is also low, and large fuel storage facility is not required in nuclear power plant, reliable in operation, not affected by changes in weather condition. And some of the disadvantages in nuclear power plant, its initial cost is very high and maintenance cost is also high, and it is not suitable for very low condition, and radioactive, as you know, radioactive waste should be disposed of very carefully, and it requires trained operators. Now coming to the some of the parts of nuclear reactor. Basically we will discuss nuclear reactor like pressurized water reactor, boiling water reactor. So before that we will go through the parts of nuclear reactor. The first one is the core. In core, the nuclear fission process takes place. In moderator, the main function of the moderator is to reduce the energy of the fast neutrons to thermal neutrons. And due to the high energy of fission neutrons related to that required to trigger the another fission event, their probability of interacting with another uranium-235 is small. The probability of the interaction of the neutron and the bombarded nucleus is referred to a neutron cross-section. The moderator main slows down the neutron to thermal energies by collision with the inert atoms, and the speed of the neutron is reduced within a small number of collision as the moderator processes a high scattering cross-section. Material with a low atomic mass number make best moderator. The example of moderator are light water, heavy waters, carbon and beryllium. Graphite. rod. Control rod main function is basically control rods are made of cadmium, boron, and they have huge neutron absorption cross sections. The control rods are lowered or raised in the reactor core, and since the reactor power is directly proportional to neutron density, it's just lowering the control rods will remove the neutron from the reactor core and will decrease the power and reaction rate, and rising the control rod will increase the power and the and rate. So the main so in control rod it limits the number of fuel atoms that can split, and they are made of boron and cadmium as I said earlier. Coolant, they carry the intense heat generated, and water is used as a coolant, and some reactors uses or liquid sodium as a coolant. Mostly the fuel that is used for nuclear fission is uranium-235 isotopes, and radiation shield is provided to protect the people working from radiation and the radiation fragments. The two main the main two types are pressurized water reactor, and another one is the boiling water reactor. First we will discuss the pressurized water reactor, and then we will discuss the boiling water reactor. In pressurized water reactor, it is composed of two loops in series, as you can see in this figure. It consists of two loops. One is the coolant loop called the primary loop, and the another is the water stream or working fluid loop. So the hot water from the reactor flow to the steam generator where heat is transferred to water, and steam in the secondary cooling system which operates at a lower pressures, and the primary coolant then flows from the steam generator to the primary cooling pump where it is pumped back to the reactor, and the pressurizer is a pump vessel with a heater at the bottom and the water spray at the top. Yes, you can see in this figure. Okay. And the top of the pressurizer is filled with the steam at primary system pressure, and if this primary loop pressure drops, the heater is energized to system pressure, and it will increase the steam contained in the pressurizer and thus increase the pressure of the primary cooling system. If the primary cooling system pressure is too high, cold pressurized water is sprayed into the steam and condensing the steam, and hence reducing the primary system pressure. And some of the advantages of this pressurized water reactor, and due to the high negative temperature coefficient, pressurized water reactor is safe and it is stable in operation and regulation, and the control rods need not be used for load change except only during the startup and the slowdown reactions. And it has a very positive power demand coefficient and respond greatly to the more power demand, and it uses enriched fuel making the reactor more compact in size, and it provides complete freedom to inspect and maintain the turbine, feed reactor, heater and condensers during operation. It reduces also the fuel cost by extracting the more energy per unit weight of the fuel. It is an ideal suited for the utilization of fuel design for high burn-ups. Few disadvantages of a pressurized water reactor is it has a high primary circuit pressure required and a strong pressure vessel with a subsequent high capital cost. And due to the low pressure in the secondary circuit, the thermodynamic efficiency is lower, around 20%. And reprocessing of the fuel is very difficult as it suffers radiation damage. Also, in the presence of high temperature and high pressure water, corrosion is severe. This means the use of stainless steel for vessel and cabling, which further add to plant cost. As you can see in the given figure, these are some of the advantages of the nuclear power plant which I have discussed earlier. Now coming to the boiling water reactor. In boiling water reactor, the coolant is in direct contact with the heat producing nuclear fuel. Okay, and it boils in the same compartment in which the fuel is located. Remember, the coolant is in direct contact with the heat producing nuclear fuel and boils in the same compartment in which the fuel is located. Okay, and the reactor pressure is maintained at 70 bar as water and vapor coexist in the core. A boiling water reactor produces steam pressure at about 285 degrees Celsius. This operating temperature gives a Carnot efficiency of 42% with a practical operating efficiency of 32% lesser than the pressurized water reactor. The coolant also serves the triple function of coolant, moderator and working fluid. The main disadvantage of this reactor is any fuel leak might make the water radioactive, and radioactive activity would reach the turbine and rest of the loop in all probability. A boiling water reactor mainly consists of a reactor, you can see in the given figure, and consists of this steam turbine and condenser and air ejector and a cooling system. The main advantages of boiling water reactor is the reactor vessel is very lighter compared to pressurized water reactor, as the pressure inside the reactor vessel is considerably smaller than pressurized water reactor, which means the cost of the pressure vessel is less. And the reactor does not require steam generator and pressurizer, circulating pump and the connecting pipe. This reduces the plant cost also. Since the boiling is allowed inside the reactor, the metal temperature is also lower than pressurized water reactor, and you can see also one of the advantages, the thermal efficiency of this reactor is considerably higher than the pressurized water reactor. And few disadvantages are the light shading of turbine and piping is necessary, and steam leaving the reactor is slightly radioactive, and the size of the vessel will be considerably less compared to pressurized water reactor. This is for the today's class. In the next class we will discuss another topic. Thank you.